Hi, well, welcome to our weekly update of the River Club project. We've accomplished a lot this past week, and we say that every week, and it's really true, and Eric in a minute is going to walk you through it. But like every major project I've ever worked on, there's one or two items that take you right down to the wire, and we're standing in the middle of one of them, and that's the pergolas, which go over our heads here. We have to put in the landscaping, the bricks, and the stone work. It's supposed to come in next week. If it does, we're in good shape, so we'll see. The other is the louvers, and that overhead louvers here. Again, if they come in on time, we'll be in excellent shape. But this is the key area of us opening, and we cannot open until this whole project is complete. In order to get our certificate to operate, it's got to be a complete project. So stay tuned, we'll keep you updated. One final note, I know everybody's getting anxious to see what's going on and see inside. It is still a construction zone. We have a liability issue if somebody came in and tripped or fell. So please refrain from coming into this area until we have our opening. We're hoping to still have our grand opening the first week of March. One day will be a grand opening, and then they'll go right into business. Don't know if that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what that is. We'll let you know next week. Eric?
All right, thank you, Mr. Merrill. So as Mr. Merrill mentioned, a lot of things have happened this week and more to come the following week. But as we mentioned, we got a couple things going on. So the gas lines are going in next week. We actually have the fire pits here. There's a total of 3 fire pits. The pergolas are going to be coming in. They're going to start on Saturday, but it will take several days to complete. That's in this area. And then we have this is actually going to be columns all the way around, and it's going to get hardy board all around the sides. And then as soon as that's all finished, we'll start bringing in the landscaping. So we have some Alexander palms going on each one of these alcoves, 1 and 2, and then landscaping here. And then as Mr. Merrill mentioned, there is a railing that goes in here. That's the final touches, and that's the last thing we really need in order to complete this project. So the railings will go on each section, and then around the entry as well. And obviously we'll have an entry into the pool area with a gate, obviously for access point. And then if we walk into the space of our outdoor dining, you can see we're starting to really get a lot of good things going. Hardy board is on, they're starting to put the base coats down. Above us, we're gonna start on Saturday, they're gonna start the tongue and groove, and that's a weathered ash color. It's a really cool look. And then obviously we have furniture that's over to the side right now, but it's ready to go. And then we have our beautiful sound wall right there. We'll cut down the sound and you can actually hear the kids right now, but you won't hear it on the riverside. So a lot of great things happening around here. Let me take you inside, show you what's going on. All right, so we're in the main area as you enter into the River Club. You can see our beautiful new logo, thanks to Bert. She produced that logo. Obviously it has a little bit of the river feel to it. And only a couple last touches in this area. We have just one light that has to be installed right in the front. And then obviously we still have some touch-up paints in this area, so we are covering the lights here. But there'll be a nice hostess stand that's actually coming in on Monday. Beautiful piece of half of a tree trunk actually going to be in the front here. And then obviously we'll have point of sales and other things. But it's really starting to look beautiful in here. Let me take you into the lounge area. So this is our beautiful lounge area. If you can see here, pan, we got a beautiful photo of our Estero River. Nice shot there. But this is an area, so if you're coming and you just want to have some cocktails and just hang out, this is an area to be able to do that. Obviously we have the bar as well, but this is a nice little lounge seating. And then I'll take you into the south dining room. You can see we already have our insignia up already. And then you can start seeing a lot of the furniture is coming in. Just a note, this black chairs in this room, these are temporary chairs. Our actual chairs for this dining room is not going to be coming until the late part of March, but obviously we want to have chairs available for when we open. And then these banquettes will be pushed all the way up to the wall and to the window there. They still are doing some tinting of this area, so we are tinting all the windows in this area. You can see we've got beautiful banquettes here, just a very nice look. We do have the TV here, and then obviously we have some artwork pieces that we're still working on and some window dressing. Last touches in this area, we do have some sound abatement, and that's going to go in actually the first week of March, but we don't have to have that to open, so we'll work out that once we get into that stage. Let me take you into the bar area and the rest of the area. As you can see here, you got some beautiful high tops. We have it all the way flanked all the way around the bar area, and then we have the mega bar. You can see here, TVs are starting to go in. So we have a total of 8 TVs. There's 6 right now, and there'll be 2 on the ends. And then just if you want to pan up a little bit, you can see we have a panoramic view of the Estero River. Lighting is still being coordinated with that, but it's really starting to look beautiful. You can start seeing the Buckeyes around the side of where the high tops are, but it's really starting to take shape. Let me take you into the west dining room. So we're in the west dining room now. You can see the banquettes around the flank, around the corners here. A lot of seating's in place. We do have some artwork that's still coming in here, and then we have window dressings all the way over on the top. And we also have some sound abatement similar to the south dining room. That's going to come in after we open, but obviously that will help with any sound abatement. But it's really starting to look beautiful in here and ready for customers before you know it. Let me take you into the other rooms. So going into the east dining room. So you can see we have the furniture in here, carpets in, banquettes are in this area. So if you've noticed in the south and the other dining rooms, each area has a distinct look. So it's a different kind of feel. All the chairs are different. Tables are about the same, but we have a different theme for each area. So it really gives you an intimate dining experience for each location. You can see we have our signature River Club logo here, and give us a little branding. And obviously we have new lighting in this area. And then we do have some pictures. Those are going to start coming in on Monday. And those are going to be 4 photos here, and they're sound abatement as well. So that will help with any issues about sound. We do have a succulent wall here, kind of give you a little green look. And then in our private dining room space, you can see it's really starting to take shape. We have the newspaper wall, we have the tables here, and then again, like I've mentioned in the past, we'll be able to use these for committees or private dining experiences or just hanging out. So it's really looking beautiful. Last touches in here are the whiskey jugs. Those are coming in the last week of February. So there's shelves that are coming in here, and then whiskey jugs will be put into each one of these sections, and that's just really going to take shape very soon. And then let's go give you a little photo shot here. You can see that we have some more high tops in this area, obviously some beautiful artwork. And then let me take you into the restroom area. Still artwork's coming in, but this is actual photos of the Estero River taken recently. And then when we get into the ladies' restroom, still doing some fine touches in here. Still artwork's coming in here, but obviously it's starting to look like a restroom. We do have some more artwork coming in on the end there, but it's starting to look beautiful. Let me show you what's going on in the kitchen side. All right, so we're in the main kitchen here at the River Club. You can see it's really looking like a beautiful kitchen. Still some fine touches that have to be done. All the, obviously I mentioned before, the health inspection passed, and then we're now just fine tuning some of the equipment, making sure it's in optimal conditions. And then we just have our point of sales that are gonna go in, and that's gonna go in this area. And then obviously our point of sales in the bar area and some of the service station. And then obviously we'll have tablets available as well, just like we have at the golf club. And that's going to start going in on Monday. So there's a lot of that fine tuning stuff that we need in the IT related items. We also have wireless access points throughout the entire area. That's going in on Monday, but it's really, really starting to look beautiful here. Really excited. I think everybody's going to really enjoy our beautiful new River Club, and looking forward to what's going to happen. As Mr. Merrill mentioned, obviously we've got some tentative dates out there. I've mentioned it in my GM update as well, and we really can't speak on the actual date until we get the certificate of completion. So once we get that, then we will be able to announce all those. Obviously we have tentative dates right now. We're saying March 6th to actually open the restaurant. Again, that's all tentative, as Mr. Merrill mentioned, as far as all the inspections and making sure everything is complete. We want to make sure it's top class for everything that we show here. So stay tuned for more. Obviously, Mr. Merrill might have a couple other things to mention, but I want to make sure you understand we're getting all the things that we need to do to open this beautiful new restaurant. We've got to make sure that everything is, the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Thank you very much, Pelican Sound.
Well, thanks, Eric, for that detailed update. As you can see, a lot has happened and a lot of detail has gone into this River Club project. So stay tuned. Next week we should know a little bit more as to where we're going to be on the opening, because a lot that's going to happen next week. Hopefully everything will fall in place. So stay tuned. We'll see you next week.